KBXXFM Houston. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcome in. He is a representative from the Texas Women Empowerment Foundation. His mother, the lovely Chaz Daughtry, who I absolutely love, is putting on Beats by Beats. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chaz Daughtry. What's up, G? Welcome.
What's up, man? Thank you for having me out here.
Man, thank you for being here. First of all, I love your mom.
Thank you.
Such an inspiration and what she has done here and with TWEF just throughout the years of my 6 years being here in Houston, seeing her impact and what it is that she does is nothing short of amazing. And she gave me the best answer when it comes to money. So when I have like financial people on and we're talking money, I always ask them, who do you feel is, responsible for teaching us, financial literacy and just, the importance of money and credit and all of that. And Diva said, well, first of all, you have to respect the money. Mm-hmm. I said, ooh. Respect. You have to respect the money. And I said, oh, my God, she is absolutely right. And then she went into the story of how her grandmother was a trustee at the church, handling the money and all of that. And I just thought that was the best answer that any financial person has ever given me about that. So shout out to Chaz Daughtry one time. But Chaz, you are here. Y'all are having something that is happening on Saturday, April 27th, this coming Saturday. Beats and Beets. It's a garden party.
Yeah, so we're doing like a garden party. So it's like one of the coolest garden parties in the city. Mm-hmm. So we're bringing out live DJ, vendors, food. We're going to be teaching people how to grow their own things. So if you want to grow succulents, you want to grow tomatoes, collard greens in your backyard, we'll have a master gardener out there, and they'll be able to teach you how to grow the things in your backyard. If you want to grow a mini farm, you'll be able to see the TWEF Soulfit Okra Farm, where we're going to be selling okra to local vendors throughout Houston actually as well, and you can learn how to actually do a little bit of farming as well too.
Shut up.
So, we're located on the north side of Houston, and we teach people with our program about nutrition, health, farming and stuff like that, and just how to eat healthy as well. And then we try to tie it in with the music to get people kind of involved, and it's kind of a way to just get people out there. So we bring in the live DJs and stuff like that, and they don't feel like they're actually kind of like learning something because they're having a good time, but actually learning how to actually eat healthy and have nutrition as well. Yeah,
that seems to be the new wave, especially among Black folks, which I'm here for it. Right. I mean, everything derives from slavery. I mean, the way that we eat derives from slavery. I mean, everything starts when it comes to Black folk in America. Everything that we do now and have been doing for generations on generations all originated because of slavery. But this, now that everybody is, on the more eating clean kick, healthy, more incorporating more greens into your diet. Some folks I know are doing, plant-based diets. Some people I know are straight up vegan. Right. Like my brother has gone that route. And so that seems to be the new wave. So this is very important. Gardening is so prevalent in terms of the food and the nutrition that we get, because now my trust for
food,
and vegetables in like just regular commercial stores, I'm a little weary now, all the pesticides and all of that.
You hear about the pesticides and stuff they're doing. So we teach people how to actually grow things organically.
Yeah.
And so we don't use any pesticides on anything that we grow out there at our garden. You can get, I'm sure it's great stuff at the grocery stores as well too. But, at our garden, we don't use any pesticides. So we actually have to get the bugs off ourselves. We actually have to find organic things to actually spray, and get the things off without having to use any chemicals and stuff like that. It's pretty natural, a lot of natural stuff that you can use actually without having to use chemicals and and stuff like that. And so we just want people to live longer, eat healthy, and and get some flavor out of it as well. And that's one of the reasons why we started Beats and Beats. And Beats and Beats is just for people to come out in the community healthy. And with my company Soulfit Grill actually backing it up, we're gonna be teaching people how to eat healthy, live longer, and and get into the fitness world as well.
No doubt. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Chaz Daughtry, representative of TWEF. Beats Beets Garden Party is happening this Saturday, April 27th. Where's it going to be at?
It's going to be at 8333 Sweetwater Lane. That's on the north side of Houston. You can come out next Saturday, garden party with us, get some food. We have a lot of good sponsors and stuff out there with us as well. Live music, have a good time, eat with us, and learn how to garden too.
No doubt. So tell us about Soulfit Grill.
So Soulfit Grill is my low sodium spice company that I started almost 4 years now. My great grandmother with diabetes. I just wanted her to be able to eat healthy, we have flavor. And so when I started, it wasn't that many products out there for people, to eat healthy without having so much sodium inside of it. So I went to the store looking, and I didn't find anything. And so I came up with the idea to blend some seasons together that I got from my garden that I actually started and put inside of a bottle. And then it just took off. And so now we're in major stores like Whole Foods. So we're in nutrition stores throughout Houston. We're in stores in College Station, Minnesota. And so we've been featured in Forbes Under 30 as well. And and all because of like an idea that came from my grandmother just trying to make her eat healthy. And 4 years later, we've been all over the U.S. and featured in magazines that I never even imagined. It wasn't even what I went to school for, but it just took off.
That is amazing,
it's an
bro.
all-natural company. We also make Kamado-style grills, but the focus is really to get people to eat healthy, so to grill or, and use natural seasons without using any MSG inside of it, any chemicals inside of it. We use natural herbs and no preservatives either. So you have a shelf life that's a little bit shorter, but you also have a life longer that you can live a little bit longer as well.
No doubt. Where is Soulfit Grill?
So we're based in Houston, but you can get us. You can go to several different stores. You can go to Whole Foods in the Heights. You can go to our website, www.soulfitgrill.com. You can purchase on there, and we'll ship to you daily. We ship all over U.S., Canada, Dubai, Australia. We're in almost 20 different stores throughout the Houston area, and you can go to our Instagram at Soulfit Grill and find us on there too, and we'll send you to the different stores that's in your area as well.
No doubt. Listen to Access Houston. Chaz Daughtry is in the building from TWEF as TWEF presents Beats Beets. It's a garden party happening this Saturday, April the 27th. Brought to you by Soulfit Grill. So I see that there's free registration. So where do people need to go to register?
So they can go to our website, www.twf.org, or they can go to my Instagram at Soulfit Grill, or our TWF Instagram _TWF _, or they can go to our Facebook TWF, and then you'll find a link to register on Eventbrite, or you can just go to Eventbrite and type in Beats and Beets, and that'll probably be the easiest one. You can register. It's a free event, so if you come out, we have free food. We're gonna also give some free gifts and stuff for people to learn how to garden as well, and some souvenirs and stuff to take home and tools as well. No doubt.
So speaking of, I'm glad you said you're giving them that and some tools as well. So for my people that are listening now, and they, in their mind, like, yeah, I thought about gardening, even though I may live in the projects, there is this little dirt space that's next to my apartment. I thought about gardening, growing my own, lettuce or my own beets or my own pineapples, whatever it may be. What is the simplest way that one can start their garden?
You really don't need too much. You just need some good soil and some seeds and a little bit of water and some time and patience. You really don't need a big farm backyard. You can really, if you live in a apartment, you can use your balcony. You can start in a cup and start planting the seeds then. So it doesn't take a lot of space. You don't need a lot. You may not be able to grow everything that you eat, but you can start, until you get some bigger space. So you really need good soil, good dirt, and just time and patience, because it's going to take time for that plant to start growing. And once it do, get ready to start eating.
No doubt. So get ready for Beats and Beets, the garden party. I love this. It just reminds me of growing up. My grandmother, she had a garden in the backyard.
Mine did too.
It was huge, and I just remember her going out there. The wiring around the garden. I remember her going out there. Picking the lettuce. I remember her making like this mint tea, because there was mint leaves in the back. Like, she she had it all. I remember chasing after rabbits that were trying to, dig down and get the carrots that she was growing. So it seems as though to me, or I guess maybe because of my career and me living in a lot of cities, that the art of gardening has been lost because, in life, life gets in the way. People get busy. You don't have the time or the patience, as you mentioned, what it takes to grow a garden.
And it has been lost, but it's starting to come back. And you can see people are trying to live longer, and they're trying to find ways to, a lot of things have been cancer. We can't prove what cancer is coming from, but a lot of people link it to food. We're not sure, but you can at least try to do the best you can. And so you have a lot of people, millennials like myself, who are trying to just find different ways to, do things that can make them live longer, or try, and try anything that can help them. And so with gardening, you could just, you're starting with your food, and you're starting with what you put in your body. And so you're putting in good ingredients, you're putting in good things and good nutrients and stuff like that. And we hope
good and natural. Yes.
And so, we'll grow our okra from, people have linked okra to help have benefits for cancer and stuff as well. So we grow hundreds of okra a day pretty much during the summertime. And so people can come out there and learn what we do, and learn, if they want to start a mini farm or want to start a mini garden, we'll teach you. And we'll teach you how to build raised beds as well. So if you have a little backyard space, you can use some center blocks and stuff like that. We can teach you how to build it with wood as well. But it's starting to come back. It was an older person thing, and I start realizing once I start putting on my social media pages and stuff like that, that people my age are actually into it. Yeah. And I was like, man, I'm not also like the outcast like I used to be. I used to be the farm guy who loved horses and grew up, acres home. But now people are like, okay, it's actually pretty cool to grow my own stuff, So now it's the wave is caught on, and I'm not saying I'm the inventor of it, but for like the last 5 years,
you've been on the wave, and now everybody's trying
to. I've been doing this as a kid, so I've been growing things and playing with dirt and stuff like that. And
you said, I ain't new to this, I'm true to this.
I never knew that it was a thing that people would start wanting to do with me, and and make it cool, and and tie it with music, and have people come out, our first event, we started really small, but our last Beats and Beats have ended up to be around 400, 500 people.
Wow.
And so I'm just thankful that people are coming out and supporting, and they're also having a good time. They're bringing their kids and stuff too, and, and they're having a good time too, and they get to bring stuff home. And people send me messages on Instagram and Facebook all the time like, hey, look at my plant that's growing, so we give everybody a plant to take home with them, and they may grow green beans. They may only get 3 green beans out there one plant, but they actually doing it. They cook it, and they send me a video, and they're so excited for it. And, just imagine what you could do with a little space, a little bit more space, and outside of the cup that we give you to grow things with.
That's amazing, man. Chaz Daughtry from Soulfit Grill, representing TWEF as they present Beats Beets the Garden Party this Saturday, April 27th. For the free registration, they can go to
Eventbrite, Beats and Beets. Just type in Beats and Beets on Eventbrite, and you can register today. We're open to everybody, so please register. That way we can have enough stuff and supplies for everybody. So that's really important to us. It's an open event, but we just want to make sure we have enough supplies and stuff for the people to come out. So
that's Beats and Beets. That's Beats like Dr. Dre Beats, Beats, and Beets like the beats that you eat.
Yes.
Beets. Beats and Beets Garden Party when you log on to Eventbrite. Chaz Daughtry, man, thank you so much for stopping through,
G. Having me, man.
No doubt. Good Sunday morning. You're listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming the first timer. He is a fitness guru and the CEO of iImprove Fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. LoRon White. What's up, G?
Thank you. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, man?
I'm good. Blessed.
I think this is the first show of the year where I've had somebody on health and fitness.
Oh, yeah?
Talking about it. So perfect timing because
nice.
We are in the spring.
We in the spring.
People trying to get summertime fine.
Almost there, yeah.
You know
quarter.
what I'm saying? So, well, let's talk to fitness. So can you give us 3 tips that you would advise someone who is trying to get in shape? What would be the first thing that person needs to know?
The first thing that you need to know or actually grasp is the mental aspect of what it's going to take for you to reach a goal. A lot of people get temporarily inspired, maybe they seen a post or maybe they had a conversation with their friend and like, look, I want to, get in shape, girl, I'm done playing, or man, I'm done playing. And, and you might go to the gym for a couple of days and then you kind of fall off. So the first tip I suggest is to really sit with yourself, have that conversation like, look, am I really ready to discipline myself for these next such and such months to reach this goal? And take it serious, because if you don't plan, then you're bound to fail. So that's the first tip. Second tip, I would say to learn to read the nutritional facts and everything you put in your body. So think about it.
Something I do not do.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Ever.
Yeah, and once you start doing it, it's a habit. Everything you pick up before you eat it, you just kind of turn to the back, look at the calories, the protein, the sugars, the carbs, and the fats. Those are the 4 or 5 key points of the nutritional facts that you want to pay attention to, and just kind of scale it back from there. You want to know what you're putting in your body so that you can know what works for you, what bloats you, what this, what that. And so that kind of helps out. And I haven't heard a lot of people speak on that, so that's why I really want to make that something that everybody can do that. Whether it's a snack or some chips or whatever, you can track all that and just make sure that you don't go over a certain amount of carbs or fats or calories and things like that. And lastly, of course, training. Make sure you get some training in, and not only just cardio if you're trying to lose weight. Weightlifting, ladies and gentlemen, weightlifting is great overall. When it comes to doing cardio, it has its place, but weightlifting definitely needs to be incorporated in that to keep your shape, to keep a healthier look. A lot of people can lose 50 pounds by just doing a lot of cardio and not eating,
Right.
but you don't look how you thought you would look losing 50 pounds because you've lost a lot of muscle. So in order to maintain and to tone that muscle, you got to lift some weights. Ain't nothing wrong with lifting weights, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You listen to Access Houston talking to LoRon White of Improve Fitness. To go back on the nutrition aspect of it and what we're putting in our bodies, so many different kind of diets. There's so many different remedies, or if you will. Like it seems like every year there is a buzzword or a buzz name or a new superfruit or a superfood that people are consuming, or some sort of oil or whatever. You got a lot of people who are going vegan and just with the plant-based diet. And I've had a few friends to go that route, but then probably after about 6 months, when they go to the doctor, they're telling me like, yeah, I'm on this, but the doctor said I still need to eat, a little meat because, my iron is low, or
something like that.
Things like that. So, have you looked at that real carefully in terms of, if those that are on a plant-based diet, or if you're taking, supplements, or you're cutting out the meat and all of that, are there certain nutrients or minerals or whatever in meat that the human body needs that green and supplements may not substitute?
No, there you can successfully not eat meat, and still get the things that you would need for your body to be healthy in the beans and the greens and the things like that. You just got to do your research. It's actually a lot of protein in a lot of these plant-based foods. And fruits as well. So you just got to do your research. I'm not a vegan or vegetarian. I eat meat, but
I eat it all.
I don't force people to. I don't force like my clients, if they're vegan or vegetarian, I don't force them to eat meat. Like there's protein sources in different places, but I will say this though. You have to watch your carb intake whenever you're a vegan or a vegetarian, because what do you do outside of not eating meat? So they think that not eating meat is the key, and so they eat everything else. So think about everything else. You eat the chips, you eat the beans and any other things that pretty much has a lot of carbs and fats in them. So when it comes down to it, you have to make sure you're getting that protein in somehow. Maybe incorporate more beans in your diet, or I believe, I'm trying to think of which greens specifically are high in protein. But you can look all these things up online. That's the benefit of living in today's age. Like you can find everything online.
Or you can just hit up LoRon at
or
at iImprove.
Hit me up.
And
iImprove.net, or you could look me up on Instagram, LoRon LORON _iImprove.
And my apologies for that. iImprove.
Oh, it's all good, man.
No, because I want to get the correct pronunciation of what it is. iImprove. We got LoRon White, iImprove, CEO of fitness. iImprove Fitness is it's going down. So let's talk about a client that you trained and helped lose 100 pounds. She has been all over. She was in People Magazine. I believe I saw her on, I don't know if it was Good Morning America or the Today Show.
It was Great Day Houston.
Great.
And I was on there with her.
You was. That's what's up. Yeah. So talk about that young lady and her
Dale Lynn Settle.
Story.
Man, she has a story,
Dale
don't
Lynn
she?
Settle. Yeah. Shout out to Dave Settle. What's up, Dave?
What's up, Dave? How you doing? Well, Dale Lynn was a client that reached out to me, and we had about a 30-minute conversation. I actually know her from a mutual friend. She's cousins of my friend Sabrina, and she reached out to me. She just had her twin boys about maybe 8 months after that, and she called me. She said, "Hey, I need your assistance," and she ran everything down to me within like a 30 or 40-minute conversation. And that's how I knew she was serious, because like she called me and we talked, and I got the insight on, just got to know her better, her routines, any health issues, and et cetera. So we started off doing a 8-week training program, and that's basically a program that I offer on my website, iImprove.net. And it's basically a customized program that fits whatever goal you're trying to accomplish. So she started off with that, and what impressed me the most is after her 8 weeks, I think she lost somewhere about 30 pounds, and she really took it serious. Like she took it the most serious I've ever seen a client. She listened to everything I said. If she texted me randomly, it was like, "Hey, can I have this?" or am I allowed to do this? And I would say no or yes, and she would go off my word completely. And it was just amazing. So,
and I'm sure seeing those results.
Yeah, seeing those results was kind of like, wow.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, and she would send her progress pictures every 2 weeks, and by the end of it, she lost a significant amount of weight. So she said, "Okay, I'm ready to train one-on-one." So we started training one-on-one 3 times a week. I think we went for 2 months, and in that period, she lost a lot more weight. And after that, she went back on because at this point, she's a different athlete at this point. Like she's lost weight, she's more mobile, she's able to do different exercises. So I created another 8-week training program for her. And all that within a 10-month span, she lost over 100 pounds. And the rest is history. She's doing great things. I'm proud of her.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope. And congratulations. And also congratulations are in order, man. You got your new app.
Oh,
you got a new app that is out.
The iImprove Fitness app. You can find it in the Apple Store and Google Play. You can find it everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and download that thing.
Yeah, man. It has over 150 videos, workout videos, recipes. You can contact the trainer, which is myself, through the app, as well as a certified holistic nutritionist through the app.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and ask any questions. You can have us create a program for you if you want to. It's all in the app, as well as a track your progress feature. You can upload current pictures, put in your diet and training regimen, and it keeps a date stamp each time you update it, and then you can continue to add more and more, so you can see your progress as you go along with it, and you can send it to your friends and all that. Like, it has a share button. Like, it's really cool, man. It's beneficial.
That's what's up. So look for it, the iImprove app, and the iImprove Fitness app in the App Store or Google Play or whatever service that you have. I just want you to talk about, before we get out of here, just the importance of fitness and working out and lifting and how it really does make you feel better. So I'm gonna just tell you my story real quick. Like, ever since I started working out back in the early 2000s, It was actually 50 Cent that inspired me to do that because I had always had the 6, but I had a bird chest.
Yeah.
He came out in the club, saw that chest. I was like, damn, I need a
I'm
set.
in the same boat.
You know what I'm saying? I need a set of tits to help complement my, six pack. And so I started working out. One of the he was a former Cincinnati Bengals player that worked at the radio station. He was training everybody at the station, but I couldn't afford him. But we worked out a deal, and I started doing it and saw the results. I was like, damn. But I was always working out in the morning. Now, since my other show, The Quiet Storm, on our sister station, Magic 102, it's on from 9 until 1. And so about a month ago, I switched it up and started working out before I came in to do my show.
Yeah.
And LoRon,
Do you notice the difference?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I had so much more energy. I was focused.
Yeah, you want to know
It
why?
was just. I don't know. I guess those endorphins was kicking in. Like I had, it's great. And I was like, "Is this a mistake?" And then the next day, it's the same thing. And I was like, "Damn, life hack for me." And so now, I've switched from working out in the morning to working out before go on the air to do my show, and I have so much more energy, so much more focus. Because
because
it's
you have some
amazing.
meals in you. Because you got some meals in you for the day. Like, you've eaten breakfast probably, you've eaten lunch, you probably had a snack and all that. So now your body has those carbs and those fats that you've eaten during your meals to actually burn in the gym. So now it's like, oh, I'm ready to hit it. I'm stronger and everything. In the morning, our testosterone is the highest, but we pretty much fasted since the previous night. So if my last meal was at 8 o'clock at night, and I work out at 6 in the morning, then from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., I didn't eat anything. I didn't drink much of anything. And so I'm trying to get up and I'm trying to lift some weights. It's pretty tough sometimes. But when you work out in the afternoon, and it's to each his own, you don't have to or not. But when you have those meals in you and then you work out, boom. And it's like, I just feel more in control, more stronger, more, focused. And then afterwards, you don't get as tired either. I notice sometimes after I work out in the morning, when I do my cardio, I just be like, I'll be a little tired,
This is, facts.
Until I get more meals in me, and then it's kind of like I become myself. So, it's all about, because carbs and fats is energy. That's our energy, and then protein is the rebuilding of the muscles and the repairing and the growing of the muscles and all that. But, the fats and the carbs, the good fats, and the carbs will give you energy. Now, what makes us gain weight is too much of the carbs and the fats. And
the sugars.
And the sugars, right. And our body doesn't break down these carbs and fats fast enough by the time we eat again. So what does it do? It have to store it. And then we just continue to do that cycle, and of course processed foods, and we can get all into that. But that's pretty much the gist of when it comes down to eating. If you can grasp the concept of macros, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, then your life would be a lot more simpler when it comes down to losing weight or gaining weight.
No doubt. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for educating me.
No doubt.
Never knew that because, a lot of people would think like, oh, man, after a workout, I'm going to be mad tired and this, that, and the third. No, it's actually the opposite.
Quite the opposite.
And it is quite the opposite. And so now I know why I'm ready to go and I got more focus after I work out.
Right.
Because I got some energy.
You got a little pump, you know what I'm saying? You ready to put on a little shirt, and go somewhere? You like, man, I look good right now. I'm ready to go.
And feel good. Like, that's really the main reason why I love it so much. Just feeling like a superhero.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Chest tight, arms tight, legs, all of, I need that. But, man, thanks for coming on.
Hey, I appreciate you for having me.
Man, so
thank you.
Check out the app, iImprove Fitness app, available right now. You can get it. They can follow you on social. Where at?
On social media, that's LoRon_iImprove. That's LORON _IIMPROVE. You can go to my website, www.iimprove.net, to find all my services, including the iImprove Fitness app. And also, you can be friends with me on Facebook. You just look up my name, LoRon White, LORON, last name White. And trust me, I answer all my DMs and messages. We can converse about anything you got, whether fitness or just advice, period. Man, I'm here for you.
No doubt. LoRon White, CEO of iImprove Fitness. Check out the app. Thanks for coming on, G.
Thank you very much, man. Shout out to my wife and my boy, Chris Berry, my business partner.
No doubt.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston. We'll be right back.